Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in my previous video we were discussing all about Bhishma and Karna from Mahabharata. Now, why are they famous? They are famous for keeping their promises. But in international law scenario where keeping the promise is one of the important requirement, or the doctrine of pacta sunt servanda is one of the most important doctrine of international law. However, states are behaving as per their comforts. Now, if they feel that international laws are in favor to them, then they give all importance or all respect to international law. And whenever they feel that they got some pinch, or if the international laws are not as per their requirement or not favor to them, then they just ignore international law. Now, if that is done, so how to improve the quality of international law or how to strengthen the international law? That is what exactly is this video all about. We are going to understand the ways to strengthen international law in my single slide video. Why to waste time? Let's get into the first slide. This is the only slide I have for ways to strengthen international laws, and we are discussing 6 important ways along with few other subpoints. Now, the first and foremost important requirement to strengthen the international laws is proper codification of international law. How the municipal laws are getting so much importance? Because we are choosing the legislature, and whatever legislature brings as law with the majority is considered as the law of the state. But when it comes to international law, we don't have such mechanism, so the same are not codified very seriously. But when we start codifying them very seriously, when everybody considers that as the codified international law, then the international laws are becoming stronger, and that is the first and foremost requirement to strengthen the international laws. While the first important requirement is all about codification, second important requirement is all about execution. Now, one makes the laws, the second one ensures that nobody is breaking the law. How we are doing in a state? We have police system, we have bureau of investigation, all those stuffs are ensuring that people are not breaking the law. Just like the traffic case, I have given an example in my previous video also. We are following mostly the traffic rules because we are worried of the fines. The same should be available in international laws also, and there should be executive mechanism which ensures that people are scared of following the rules, otherwise they will be punished. For that, we need to have international police system, we need to have international bureau of investigation, maybe we need to have a international jail for those people who are committing the international crimes. So that is the execution part. Just for a moment, imagine that we have completed both the first two requirements, that we have a proper codification mechanism for international law, and then we have a proper executive mechanism also. Is that sufficient? No. We need to have a strong jurisdiction available with the international law. But today, the International Court of Justice is not a compulsory jurisdiction. The states are playing as per their comforts. But when we are making International Court of Justice as a compulsory jurisdiction, then the states will become serious. Only then the international laws will be considered very seriously, and that is how we need to make or strengthen the international law. So first three are very important. First being the proper codification, second being the proper executive mechanism, and third being the compulsory jurisdiction to the International Court of Justice. The fourth way is giving more power to the UNO. What happens today? The internal matters of the state should not be interfered by UNO. The internal matters of the states are the internal matters of the states, and that is how the international law is losing its importance, because UNO, though it wants to participate, it cannot do that. But if we are giving a power to UNO to ensure that it got the authority to intervene with the internal matters of the state, then the international laws will also become strong to that particular extent. The fifth requirement is we need to have a proper mechanism to review the international laws. What happens with state laws? There will be a lot of reviews with the state laws, and states will keep reviewing and bringing up modern requirements to any of the laws. But when it comes to the international laws, it is not properly having any mechanism to ensure that it is updated as per the requirement, but that needs to be brought so that international law gains its strength. And the last important, the consistent in adhering to the international law by the states to be encouraged, and pushing towards such obligation is also one of the important ways to strengthen international law. Every state should ensure that they are pushing the other states to the alignment of international law, and that alignment should become an obligation for each state, and for that all the other states needs to be together and ensure that they as a team are following the international laws. It is not easy to strengthen international laws, but it is not too difficult also. There were days when states completely ignored international laws as laws, but today they started respecting international laws because there is a lot of treaties and conventions and there is a lot of obligation. If you are not following, then you will be left out. So that way the importance of international laws is gaining a lot of importance these days, but it can be strengthened further by improving upon the same. With that, I am concluding this particular presentation. Thank you so much for subscribing me. Please like, share and comment my videos. All the very best for whatsoever purpose you are watching my channel, and thanks again.